let's talk about the school board, because the school board's been a hot topic for a couple of years now. And after 2+ years of turmoil in the Montgomery County school system and intrigue at the school board level, voters had the opportunity to make changes. And they rejected 2 incumbent members of the school board, Lynn Harris and Shura Evans. And the decision comes as a backlash to the board's handling of a sexual harassment allegation against a former middle school principal, the way it was all handled, the lack of transparency, and of course, the early termination of Superintendent Monifa McKnight. Nancy, there are 3 new members who were elected, Natalie Zimmerman, Laura Stewart, and Rita Montoya. Is this the first step in greater transparency for the school board?
Oh, this is a big victory for MCEA, the teachers union. They're the union supported candidates. New people, again, talk about the staff running the show. It's even more so with the Board of Ed because they don't have any staff other than the superintendent staff to help them make decisions. So, it's a voter response to, if you ask me, unimportant things. Why aren't they talking about test scores, student achievement? They're talking about one case with one principal elsewhere. Maybe the board overreacted to all of that, but it's nothing to do with, a $3 billion budget. And 250 schools, something like that. Mm-hmm. And they're all focused on one. So what does that tell us? People are not interested in knowing what's going on. And bless the new board members, they have a big learning curve and they're not going to have any help, except for MCEA, which I'm sure is happy as can be.
And that's the real shame.
Dwight, how do voters get activated?
I think we really need to do more voter education on, because a lot of people don't even know. The Board of Education is always like an afterthought. Nobody knows what they do. Nobody even realizes they're being paid for these jobs, where in many counties, it's just you get a stipend of $1,000 or some of that. I think the fact that if we take the pay away from these members of the Board of Education, this should never be a full-time job, but it's become a full-time job for them. I think we need to focus on reading, writing, arithmetic, which nobody seems to care about anymore. It's all about wokeism, and the issue of the day. I think the fact that test scores in Montgomery County are down for math and reading, we need to focus on go back to basics, reading, writing, arithmetic. We need, that's how we need to get parents involved. We also need to work more, parents need to care more about the kids. I'm getting the impression there's a certain segment of parents, kids, they just send their kids to school autopilot. They never ask them what their homework is or any of their assignments are. And it's on autopilot. That's the real shame in the whole process, is that people care about the hot button, glitzy issues posed to the basics. And that's why
it's always about parental involvement and their activism to get the best for their children. And this is my old chestnut. I say this every time we have this conversation. We need a voucher system and school choice so that parents have to make a decision, an intelligent decision, as to where they want to spend their tax dollars to educate their kids. Mm-hmm. So I know Nancy doesn't agree with me. I'm pretty sure, but I bring that up every time. I think that's the next movement in Maryland politics is school vouchers. It was a hot button in a lot of other states.